Can you teach an old dog new tricks? Good question. We're 60 plus years of age, you retirees, and we've been programmed. We've been programmed 60 plus, 50, 60 plus years of this is the way we do things. These are the foods we eat. This is how much I move. This is how much I exercise. Some of those things we've been programmed to do may not always be in our best interest. And I'm going to go over a few of those things right now that are, I hate to say, I don't want to be Mr. Negative, but I have been in the last few videos, but they're slowly killing us. And they were slowly killing us at the age of 20, 30, 40, and 50. The only difference being now, as we are aging and we're programmed into these same habits, is that it's accelerated. Our body is aging. We have learned all these wonderful tricks, some of which we need to be retrained, retaught. And I want to go over a few of those. And hopefully we're not just creatures of habit and say, hey, it's retirement time. Now it is time to go to bed late every night, watch movies, sit in the recliner nonstop hours on end, eating those heavy meals late at night. These are things that are killing us. If you YouTube it, they will come. Maybe it's okay for me to say are killing us because they're moving us in the wrong direction at a greater clip. Age, bad habits, put those two together, and it's not a good thing. So these habits are things we need to consider changing. Now, I like this. If we're in a room of 3 or 4 or 5 people, which we're not, we're on YouTube. You got me just flapping my pie hole. But we'd stop and talk about each one of these. Going to bed late at night every night. Is that something you're currently doing? Does it have to be a bad thing? But then are you getting enough sleep? So going to bed late every night is probably something that you might want to consider tweaking and changing. Again, we have these habits. Can we change this? We got to get to bed earlier because studies show that sleep, good sleep, 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep a night is what the body actually needs to be able to heal itself and repair things. So we have a higher quality of life as we move forward. Sitting for long hours. I've made a handful of these changes. I do go to bed earlier at night, but I sit for too long during the daytime. I still find myself in a recliner for long periods of time. Get up more, move a little bit more, and you're gonna have to be thoughtful about this. I know that in retirement, I could drink all the margaritas I want. I could go all the beaches I want. I could do whatever I want. I'm tired. I worked for 40 years. I'm going to sit in this recliner. Think again. Bits and pieces of that recliner, just not for long hours. I mentioned briefly those heavy meals. Have a nice meal, and probably not at 10 p.m. at night or 9 p.m. at night. Rare occasion, moderation, but eating late into the evening, or even after you've had a meal, consuming the wrong things right up until bedtime, not good. And I'm regurgitating things we already know. You could doom scroll and see these things as you're doom scrolling. You could read these things. You could watch 50 other YouTube channels, and you'll have doctors and counselors and people with professional degrees telling you, get to bed early. Don't sit forever. Don't be eating right before bedtime. I'm just hoping that my sharing this with you, the little lowly old mailman who's now retired, might resonate with some of you. That would be the plus. That's what I'm hoping for. And even more than that, I don't mean to sound as if I'm preaching to the choir. This YouTube journey that I'm on, as I sit here right now, it's more for me than even you, because I'm actually reminding myself, go to bed, Brian, a decent time. Don't sit for long hours. Try not to eat 5 scoops of ice cream at 10 p.m. Maybe reduce my sugar intake. Processed foods. My goodness, our generation, 60s, 50s, there's 1 or 2 generations we've lived in the processed food generation, and it's so unfortunate. I like all that. I like that stuff. It's killing us. I mean, I'm hoping that the cumulative effect of a lifetime of this dog right here eating those processed foods hasn't already taken its toll, and that I have the opportunity to clean that up a little bit and reduce or greatly eliminate the idea that I'm going to be eating processed foods. And right now, to date, trying to transfer over into making some lifestyle changes, processed foods, adios. Sugar, adios. Am I going to have a Snickers bar again? Yep. Am I going to have a chocolate chip cookie again? Yep. Am I going to drink a margarita again? Yep. Reduce that. Slow that. It is killing us. And here's the retirement years right now. I worked Monday through Friday. I was in the grind, and we get to the weekend, and those weekends can be, we could kill everything that is working good for us all week. We get to the, yay, it's the weekend. It's time to drink the beer and go back to some bad habits. And we got to watch out for these things that will sabotage what we need to be doing in our retirement years, or as we approach our retirement years. Studies are showing that as we age, we are living more in a dehydrated state. So it's even more important for us to drink our water, drink our tea, stay hydrated. We don't recognize it as much in our senior years, that we are walking around in more of a dehydrated state. So even more important to try to hydrate ourselves. From a health, physical fitness standpoint, studies are out there. There's something that's referred to as sarcopenia, where we lose muscle as we age at a much greater clip. And lifting weights, some resistance training, working with some bands, some very small squatting onto a chair, going up on our toes and working the calves. We have to make a conscientious effort. My guess is teaching an old dog new tricks. This isn't anything I've done. I've never lifted weights in my life up until the last 6 months. And it's because I've been doom scrolling, watching, over consuming on YouTube, we do need to have some strength training built into our built into our lives if we're to have or extend our quality of life moving forward. I'm hoping that I resonate with some of you on here. I got a couple more. Scrolling. I say doom scrolling. I'm guilty of it. I am doing better, but that dopamine hit we get by boop, 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 boop through our phone late at night, maybe some doom scrolling, try to limit it a little bit. Late at night, looking at that piece of glass prior to going to sleep and getting that rest that we need. Studies say we should slow that doom scrolling, reduce that, get rid of it a half hour, 15 minutes, an hour before bed. And on the reverse flip side of that, first thing in the morning, try not to grab that phone and immediately go right back into that same habit. Not real good for us. I mentioned the processed foods. Doggone it, I like potato chips. I like chip dip. I like processed food. They made it so easy for us to just put crap in our body that is not a fuel for us. It doesn't help us. It doesn't repair our body. Don't eat the processed food. And you know that already. I know that already. I still have to be conscientious of it. We're trying to teach this old dog new tricks. Skipping breakfast consistently. I could talk for quite a while on this particular subject, but more times than not, most of what we see is to get the proper fuel in our bodies earlier in the day. A good breakfast, probably not a Pop-Tart, probably not Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops does not qualify as being high on the food pyramid. Fruit Loops, get rid of that. Pancakes with syrup, probably not. But get some healthy whole foods in us earlier in the day to provide a fuel for us as we move throughout the day. Sunlight. Again, these are studies that have been out there, we know about. Some doctor on YouTube will tell you, get a little bit of sunlight, get that vitamin D, get that circadian rhythm in our body, get our bodies used to knowing that this is the day, this is how I operate, this is how I heal and recover myself. This is going to be good for our longevity, folks. Some sunlight. Goes without saying, medical checkups. Catch things early. If we've got regular medical checkups, dentist work, that's a strong positive. I'm fortunate enough to live in a university town, in the metro area of 100 some thousand people that has a university hospital. And my wife, who says, here's the appointment, go take care of these things. I can't emphasize enough, get those medical checkups. Do not put off something that you think could be a problem. Go check things out. Males in particular, Mr. Macho Man, I'm a tough guy, I can fight through this. Well, no, you can't. Go check your shit out. Do it. No pun intended. The mental aspect of things, the toxic people in your life, and we know them, we all have those. Purge. Purge them. It's not easy to do, whether it's a family member, whether it's a longtime friend. We know who the toxic people are in our lives, and we have to set them further on the back burner, no pun intended, they're not good for our health. They're just no good. Also, mental aspect of things. Do we mentally be aware of the fact of, am I breathing shallow all day? Just some good cleansing breaths periodically throughout the day. Simple. Stack these habits on top of each other. I'm not telling you to change all these things in one day, but take some nice deep breaths. Just a full cleansing breath. Do it once, twice. Do it right now. If you're still here with me, full cleansing breath. Do that. Make some comments on these things I'm sharing with you right now. Alcohol. Oh, I grew up drinking a beer and then 2 beers and 3 beers and 5 beers and 6 beers and having a shot of Fireball and going to a tailgate, and I still will have a beer and a glass of wine. But unfortunately, as fun social interactions might be, and alcohol being a part of it, don't run that right on into retirement and think that retirement is booze every day and every night. It isn't going to work. And we now know no amount of alcohol is healthy for us. Alcohol, you need to be aware of it. And again, I'm talking to people who are 60, 65. These habits are tough to break out of. They're really tough to break out of. And the last one I'm going to talk about, and there's a handful of others, but our actual meal time. And oftentimes in the rat race we get into and the grind we've been into, we take it right on into retirement. Don't eat in a hurry. Fuel your body, enjoy that meal, and portion control within that meal. Healthy, whole foods preferably, but there are times when within moderation we might be outside a little bit of those healthy and whole foods, but enjoy it, portion control, and these are some habits that we may need to tweak or change that if we don't, isn't going to bode well for us, and it's only accelerating in not a positive way for us if we don't make some of these changes in some of these areas. My name's Brian Harder. I rattled forever. If you're still here, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Is it still on my watch? Can I shut it off right here? Did I hit the record button? Wow, super long. Talk to you later.